Crash and Com. Today you're going to be learning how to create an analog clock. So first you're going to need to make the costume for the analog clock. So you can just delete the cats. So then we're going to create the costumes. So we need this a little bit bigger. And then so you want to do this, you get round circle as possible around the circle. And then you're going to want to center it as much as possible. So about there should be good. Because then you're going to have to make this one move around with the hour hand. So then you're going to make, without further ado, make an hour hand. And make that thickness a little bit thicker. Now we can go with a square or a rectangle. There you go. And then we can do this again. For just the vector. Make sure you make these all in vector too, so it looks as nice as possible. No bitmap. And minute hand. Now this one would be a little bit too tall for the clock, so we're going to have to shorten that one. Perfect. It's a good minute hand. And then second hand. Which can be slimmer, but basically the same height as the minute hand. And we're gonna make this red. Make this red. And there we go. Alright, so after you're done with that, you're going to want to go into costumes again. Then you're going to want to come over here. You're going to want to make sure everything is in the right height. And what we see is that the second hand is a little bit taller than the minute hand. So we're definitely going to have to lower the minute hand down a little bit. And then make sure that the hour hand is as in the middle as possible, because we want it to go around it and not look like it's wobbling around. And as the circle too, same for that, since that's going to move the hour hand. After that, now we're going to get to the code. So what you're going to start out with is obviously when green flag clicked, you're going to make it switch to backstrap 1, and then you're going to add a repeat thing here, repeat block. You're going to make it repeat 3 times. You're going to make a create clone of myself, then a next costume block, and then hide. Now what that's going to do, it's going to create the costumes of itself, all of them. So it's going to create a minute hand, the hour hand, and the second hand, all together. But then we need to add the codes that will actually go around with each other in the corresponding to the time. So let's do that now. So what we're going to need is, when I start as clone, forever, and I'm going to add if Actually, we don't need an if, actually. We're just going to do show, and then if, and then duplicate that. Don't duplicate, never mind. And then we're going to do costume number equals 1. Then we're going to do go to 0, 120, or 0 tab 0, depending on where you want it placed. And you can go to 2, cost number equals 2, go to the same thing, and then cost number equals 3, go to the same place. Now comes the hard part. We're adding math into this now too. So we're gonna do point and direction for each one, and then we're gonna give them the operators, and then we're gonna do multiplication and addition. We're gonna add multiplication in a minute and a time tracker, current minute for the minute hand. So this is the minute hand down here. We're gonna do that first. So we're gonna have to do times 6, then plus 90. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna keep track of the minute. So it's currently 10:46. So that's 10:45. It's pretty close to 10:46. And it just moved since it was 10:47. Alright, and now we're gonna do the hour hand, so we can just duplicate the minute hand up here. And we're actually not gonna change anything except for seconds. Change that to seconds. And now we're gonna do the hour hand. That was the second hand, I'm sorry. So now we're going to change this to hours and this to 30. So now we got a fully working clock. Except, oops, I think we messed up something here. We have the hour hand moving as a second hand, so let's fix that real quick. This should be 3. And this should be 2. I know, this should be 1. Sorry. There we go. Now we have this working fully. So now we have a working analog clock. You can tell it's moving by the seconds. And the hour it's currently 10 o'clock, so that's correct. And it's 10:48, so the minute is correct too. So we have a fully functioning analog clock, which is really cool. So have a blast with this, and you can make some pretty cool things out of this, I think. Like maybe an Apple Watch program, who knows. But have some fun, show your friends and family, and like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching, guys.